I've had a lot of students recently that are really struggling with their short game, and they're trying a lot of different things to do without much success. So if you are somebody like that and you want to have a shot that you can count on, you need a shot that's going to give you more room for error. What gives you more room for error is that you can hit 2 or 3 inches behind the ball or hit the ball right at the ball and use the bounce of the club. That's what's going to give you this area 2 to 3 inches here to the ball, that if you hit the ground anywhere in there with this technique, you're going to be okay and still hit a good shot. So I call this shot the putt flop, and what you can see is I have an open stance and I have the ball forward in my stance. I also don't have a whole lot of shaft lean. The shaft is straight up and down 90 degrees. I'm close to the ball using my putting grip, and I'm going to let the club swing back. My weight's going to shift forward. I'm going to have a little more shaft lean at impact than I had at address. So you can see now there's shaft lean, but I'm going to use my hands and wrists to let the club go by my lead arm. And when you do this technique, you'll notice that when you hit the ground, you're not going to take a divot. The ball hits the ground, slides underneath the ball, and the bounce of the club works. This is something that you can do even with an 8-iron. So see, right here you see me with an 8-iron, ball forward in my stance. I'm going to let the club go back. You're going to see that when I hit it, again, the shaft will be slightly forward of where it was at address. That's what we want on all short game shots. But watch the right hand release. So this is the shot that's going to give you the most room for error. Here I am down the line with this shot. You can now see that these red rods represent an open stance. The black rods represent an open club face. So I have the club face a little bit open or to the right. And now I'm going to take the club pretty straight back and through. I'm going to let the club go through. And then you can see there's an 8-iron. When I have a lot of green to work with, I can use this 8-iron. I'll let this just play. But I've got an 8-iron that I can hit this shot with. And look how straight through the club goes. Notice I'm not turning my body, hardly at all. Those of you that are trying to chip with your turn and take your hands and wrist out of it, that's another reason why you are probably struggling with your short game. When you hit this shot, you are going to want to have this club more in the palm of your hand like your putter grip. Your heel pad of your left hand is still going to be on top, but the club's going to be more in the palm. When you take your normal grip for your golf swing, you're going to have it more in the red or in your fingers. So you want to get that grip correct so that when you set up to it, you are going to be much closer to the ball. So here I am down the line. You can see how close I am to this down the line. And then if you look at me set up for kind of a normal shot with a sand wedge, here I am in the bunker, but you can see the difference in how close I am on the left to the ball. Now the club goes pretty straight back and through. I let the club release with my hands. Look at the ground. Look where this ball was. There is no divot. So this is using the bounce of the club. So to go over this shot, you want your putting grip, you want to be close to it. You want to go fairly straight back and through, feel that. You want the ball forward in your stance with the shaft pretty much straight up and down. You want an open club face and an open stance, and what I call the high trajectory release. You want to let the right hand release. Let the right hand throw. Again, you can see as I hit the ground, there is no divot. When there's no divot, when you start brushing that ground like that, you're using the bounce of the club. For more information, visit my website, LarryRinker.com, and if you would like help with your short game, don't hesitate to get in touch with me for a lesson. Thanks.